Welcome to deliciousLee with Ara. Ngayon magluluto tayo ng PAJEON or seafood pancake. So for PAJEON or spring onion seafood pancake to be complete, kailangan natin talaga ng ating spring onions ng marami. These are around 300 grams. And we need onions and other assorted vegetables. Mas maganda pag makulay. So if you have like something orange or red, like bell pepper or carrots, whatever sa bahay meron, or if gusto nyo na medyo by kick ng konting spicy, you can also add some sili like I do. And any kinds of seafood na meron kayo, you can use. For now, I have squid and shrimp and also isang egg. And we need cornstarch, flour, and water, and salt to taste. And we're ready to go. So bago ako maghiwa ng ating mga ingredients, first ang gagawin ko is ang ating egg, we will beat it. Kasi after we beat the egg, mga 5 minutes it takes para ma-fully parang matunaw yung kanyang mga egg yolk sa mag-blend sila. So we need the time. So kailangan ko ng unang mag-beat. So isang egg and just some konting salt to taste. And then isa-set aside lang natin ng konti. And then here we'll prepare our ingredients. First, of course, we need our spring onions. So, dalhin natin siya here, malapit sa akin. And then we'll cut it. Pero kung meron kayo mga, kasi hindi naman sila pare-parehang size, kung meron mga medyo mataba ng konti, hihiwain natin siguro ng around 3 inches thick. So, kung may mataba, isa-slice natin siya pa lengthwise. So, tapos na ang aking spring onions, we'll cut our carrots, or if you have bell pepper, basta something different na mag-break out yung color. So, something orange or red. Also, ika-cut natin ng parang strips na maninipis. And then, kailangan natin ng onions. But I think, mag-adjust tayo accordingly sa mga ingredients natin. This is around 300 grams. So, siguro I can make around 3 to 4 pancakes nito. At siguro yung onion, gawin ko na lang kalahati. So, if you have like a smaller onion, much better. You can actually use red onion. Pero I have only white. So, gamit ako ng kalahating onions. Strips din. And then, maghihiwa ako ng konting sili. Kung gusto niyo lang to, you can add this kung gusto niyo ng medyo spicy kick. Pero kung ayaw naman sa spicy, you can remove. So, ito pa diagonal. So, tapos na ating mga gulay, we'll prepare our seafoods. So, any kinds of assorted seafoods na meron kayo sa house, you can use. Right now, I only have yung squid na medyo half blanched and also our shrimp. Ngayon, pag sa shrimp, medyo malaki yung aking shrimp. Kailangan siguro hatiin lang natin para hindi siya masyadong mahirap. Parang siya lang yung lalabas mamaya sa pancake. So, hatiin lang natin siya. So, tapos na ating paghiwa ng ating shrimp. Tinanggal ko din yung tails kanina. And also, gumagamit ako ng shrimp. Siguro kailangan ng siguro mga 1 centimeters ang kapal nito and parang ring size para mas maganda siya tingnan mamaya. So, you can just use all kinds of shrimp, all kinds of squid. Kung meron kayo fresh, you can also use that. Pwede kayo mag-add ng clams or tahong or whatever you have in your ref. Yun ang gamitin natin. So, tapos na yung ating mga gulay and ating seafoods, gagawa na tayo ng ating batter mix. So, kuha ko na isang malaking mixing bowl para madali lang gawin. And right now, I have here cornstarch and flour. Ang ratio natin is 1:1. So, kung meron kayo mga pancake, Korean pancake mix na mabibili niyo sa mga Korean grocery, hindi na kailangan mag-add pa ng cornstarch. Pero kung wala naman, I just want to be resourceful na hindi tayo pupunta ng Korean grocery at times like this. So, gamit na lang tayo ng flour and cornstarch 1:1 ang ratio. So, ikuha ko na isang baso, drinking cup sa house. I'll just use 1/2 cup, 1/2 cup ng tig-isa. So, around 1/2 cup ng flour and then 1/2 cup din ng cornstarch. So, ganitong karami. And then, mag-a-add tayo ng ice cold water. Ang dahilan parang mas maganda gumamit ng malamig na tubig because it makes our batter very crispy mamaya when we put it on the fire. Kasi diba, malamig siya and pag ilagay natin siya sa mainit, parang it just makes this parang, I don't know, this kind of reaction na nagiging crispy, ang medyo malutong ang dating niya. So we'll have this naman, we'll have our water, 1 cup. So 1 cup ng tubig. And then, mag-add tayo ng salt to taste. You can adjust kung anong klaseng alat ang gusto ninyo. But for this, maybe I'll just have siguro mga 1/3 spoon lang. Or adjust lang tayo accordingly. So, mga 1/3 spoon. And then, haluin ko lang siya, ang ating batter mix. So, nag-mix na ako na ating batter mix. Kaso nga lang, parang masyadong ma-watery. So, mag-adjust ako ng consistency using konti pang flour. So, I'll just add siguro 1 tablespoon ng flour. Para lang magkaroon ng medyo parang mas gluey ng konti lang. Yeah, so, there. This is the tamang consistency na gusto ko. Yung parang ganyan. So, when you see, yung parang medyo thick ng konti. And then, mag-add na tayo ng ating mga gulay here sa ating mix. So, I'll add yung kanyang hinati natin na spring onions. So, ilagay ko lang lahat here. Para ma-soak siya lahat. And then, i-mix ko lang. Kasi gusto ko nang pag gumagawa ko ng seafood pancake, as in, rich na rich siya sa mga gulay. So, after na nahalo na natin, and na-fully coat yung ating batter mix and our spring onions, we'll add yung kanina slice natin na carrots and onions. We'll just add like a handful. And as always repeated, you can add whatever vegetables na gusto ninyo. So, imimix na natin siya ulit. And now, we're ready to fry it. So, we're gonna turn on our fire. Buksan na natin. So, generous amount of oil. Siguro mga 4 to 5 tablespoons. Kahit non-stick ang ginamit kong pan. And then, lulutuin natin siya sa medium to high heat. Kasi pag nilagay natin siya sa parang high heat lang, baka masunog lang yung bottom part. And then our seafood, kasi itatopping siya mamaya, baka hindi siya maluto. So, after we see na medyo nag-init-init na yung ating pan, then we'll put our batter mix. So, I think it's ready. So, lagyan na natin ang ating batter mix evenly sa ating pan. And then, ilalagay natin ang ating kanina hiniwa na prepared na seafoods on the topping, parang pizza decoration. And then, kung gusto nyo lang na may konting kagat ng spiciness, we can also add our sili ngayon pa lang. Pero kung ayaw na ng mahanghang or ayaw na may sili, then you don't have to add. Pero just for a bite lang, konting sili lang. So, i-decorate lang natin siya evenly. And then, yung kanina hinalo natin ng egg, saka ko lang ibubuhos ngayon because this will serve as parang our glue doon sa mga seafoods na dinagdag natin. So, we have our egg batter mix. Dahan-dahan lang. And then, hintayin na natin maluto hanggang ma-crisp out yung kanyang mga edges na parang golden brown. So, habang naluluto siya, you just have to monitor it and then dagdag na lang kayo ng konting mga oil sa gilid if you think na nagdo-dry out. And as you see na medyo nag-crisp out na siya, I think it's ready to be flipped. So, dahan-dahan lang. There. In Korea, normally, kinakain ng PAJEON or chon pag medyo umuulan because of the sound na parang parehas sila ng pumapatak ng ulan sa windows. Do you hear it? So, that's the yummy sound na hinihintay natin. So, medyo nag-dry out yung ating oil. So, magdagdag lang ako ng konti sa sides lang. And then, we'll lift it up ng konti para pumasok yung oil sa loob din. Sa gitna rin. So, kailangan i-monitor natin siya ng dahan-dahan because kailangan pag mag-flip tayo, fully cooked or at least half-cooked ang isang side para hindi siya mag-break. And siguro I did around 4 flips and siguro it took me around 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. But it really depends sa lakas ng inyong fire, sa size of your pan. So, just monitor it until we have this parang golden brown na ating gloss sa ating pancake and this is almost done. So, patayin ko na yung ating fire. Tada! So this is Korean PAJEON or seafood pancake. Napakadali lang gawin, simple lang, and I'm pretty sure that you can have the taste of Korea in your own homes. So enjoy PAJEON! Mainit pa? Masarap, but it's very hot, but super sarap.